Hi, everybody, and welcome to Warrior Health. Monday nights, 5:30 usually. Now it's 5 o'clock. I don't know why I changed it, but I think I'm just going to change it to 5 o'clock. It seems like a pretty good time. It's usually when I get a bunch of messages on Facebook, so why not, right? Why not cover all aspects? Paul, howdy from Astoria. Paul, how the hell you doing out there with the rebuild of the Inferno pirate ship? Um, I'm loving it, bud. Thank you for sending me the pictures and all the good stuff, man. Jeremy Cooper, how are you doing, my friend? Long time, long time friend of mine since like junior high, back when he was bigger than me, and now I am bigger than him. Tonight, trying to figure out kind of what to do. I really have nothing prepped. Wore my "fuck your feelings" shirt, so if anybody needs to worry about how I'm feeling, there you go. Fuck your feelings. Um, Sometimes that is actually a positive, right? Like it could be like somebody comes up to you and they're just, hey, I feel like you're doing this to me. I feel like you're doing this to me. Um, I feel like your life or whatever you're doing affects me. This is a perfect sweatshirt for that. Um, Fuck your feelings is almost a polite way, in my eyes, to say I respect your decision that your life could be affected by something that I do, and your emotions could be affected by something that I've done. But the only person that can control those feelings are the person that's feeling it. So if you don't want to feel a certain way, you have a choice to not feel that way. You have a choice to get up and walk away from a situation. You have a choice to react to a situation. Uh, if somebody is doing something you don't like, you can fucking move on. The problem with this is that everybody is so focused on how we can blame each other for the things that we're feeling, things that were triggered. Like when somebody says something to you and you're taken back in time to a situation where it sucked or you felt something that was negative. Think about that for a minute and then think, well, am I really triggered or am I just allowing myself to feel this emotion right now? Um, does it give you PTSD? Sure. I mean, nowadays, anything can give anybody PTSD. Um, I am living proof that you can just mentally kind of get rid of things. And if you want to know how, feel free to message me and ask me, and I will tell you. Jeremy, worried. What is that? How you're doing? And you're worried? What are you worried about, brother? Got to give me more context than that. Trace, how are you doing, my man? How is Jen? How is the girl? How's everybody doing over there? Um, for those of you that want to come on the show, at any time that you want to come on the show and talk to me, if you want to talk to everybody else, if you want to tell me about you're going through sobriety, you're going through sadness, depression, you suffered a loss, medical issues, money issues, daily, being a parent, being a new parent, whatever the fuck it is. If you want to come on the show and just kind of talk about it and get some advice from people that are like-minded and want to help others, just let me know. It's real easy. I send you a link. You write your little fucking name there, and then you come on the show. It's the super simple way to jump on the show. Anyway, let's see what do we got here. Jeremy, let's see. Neurosurgeon tomorrow consultation. Hey, keep your mindset positive, brother. This year, no, sorry, we're out of 2025. Last year, 2025. Um, I had 2 brain scans, found nothing, luckily, but also did multiple scans and found 2 different cancers and beat those bitches. So don't stress, don't worry about that. See what's going on, and then take every step as you go with that neurosurgeon consultation. Right, just take it as you go. You know, Garrett Caster, one of my longest all time favorite fucking friends and people, brother, if you will. He's the one that made the music that you guys hear in the beginning, the intro, and I thank you for that, sir. I wore this. I wore a hat, a Seahawks hat, and then everybody was like, "Wow, you look good in the hat." Like, I like the hat. Like, you never wear hats. So then I found this and I was like, I'll put this on. I actually found another one too, but the show was starting. I couldn't get to it. So Thank you. Thank you. It's actually a Harley Davidson one. I don't know. I always feel like I'm a Guido, like like an old Italian, down in the Bronx or something. Um, Hi there. Good to see you and good to be here. I've been busy the past 3 weeks in Utah. Yes, you have, brother. You let me know a little bit about what you've been doing down there too, man. I know a little bit, but you know, let me know some more. Jeremy, do me a favor and keep me posted on that if you can. Just shoot me a message when you know. I mean, if you need to reach out. If not, that's that's your choice too. You can do that if you want to. You don't have to do that. But ultimately, if you're looking to reach out and you need um somebody to talk to about anything, man, just reach out. You know you can. You know you can. I don't need to tell you that. April, how are you doing? Hey, you guys. You got to say it like a, hey, you guys. Um, yeah, uh, it's one of the, I respond to you, Jeremy. Like some people on here, they're like, I don't want to bother you. Like, fucking, you don't bother me if you reach out and message me. The thing that bothers me is when people tell me that they think they're going to bother me if they reach out to me. I don't say this on the podcast and I don't say it in the other podcasts to reach out and talk to me if there's something you need. I try to help out with fundraising. I try to help out with talking to people to try to coordinate, coming on the show to talk about the things that they're passionate about, but I can't be the one that talks about them, right? Like you can't just be like, "Hey, I'm doing this thing." And I'm like, "Awesome." And then let me jump on the show and start talking about that thing. I don't know about it. So when somebody's going through an issue and they reach out to me and they say, "You know what? I'm struggling. I'm about 6 or 7 months in with sobriety, going through some issues, frustration, whatever. They feel like they need that advice. They reach out to me and then yes, you damn right. They reach out to me and then the expectation I think is for me to continually reach out to them when they're struggling, which I do. I check up, but I can't be constant when I don't, about the things that I don't know. Like I can't be the person that's going to sit there and badger a person over and over again, just hoping that one of the times it's going to take. I love helping people. Um, Recently I went through some fucking shitty situations and it pisses me off more than anything. But on top of that, it's just one of those things that I have to handle, right? I have to go through it and I could care fucking less how anybody else feels about it. I'm getting to that mode of my life. I'll be 47 in April. And on this weight loss journey, this positive reinforcement of who I am, what I'm capable of. So my goal for 2026, by my birthday, this is my fourth goal of five. My fourth goal was to hit 255 to 260 pounds. Okay. So by April 9th, I'm at 280 pounds right now. That is, I'm down 88 pounds, something like that, 88 pounds since August. So I made that goal for myself. But the caveat to making a weight goal isn't just to get that weight down to that, but there's got to be something that comes after that, right? My first goal for the New Year's was to be under 300. My goal before then was to start eating healthy and dieting. I did a fast. There's all these multiple goals, right? But when people start the new year and they say, guess what? My New Year's resolution is to work out. I bet it is. And like 78% of everybody who starts to work out at the beginning of the year fails within the first like 3 weeks. The reason this is because the lack of the goals and lack of the ability to stay on your course, right? And to stay on your course, to live that dream, to go forward with that, you got to have goals. You got to have individual goals. So my goal for 2026, I have two of them, be in the best mental and physical shape of my life and to get anywhere close to getting my SAG card for voice acting, something to do something like that, right? If I don't, I don't. If I don't hit the goal, I don't fail at life. I just failed at that one goal. So if I have 5, 6 goals and I fail at one, fucking 5 out of 6 ain't bad. I'll make a new fucking goal. It'll be the same goal and I'll fucking hit it after that, right? And I think that's the stress that people feel is that, okay, if I fail at this, fuck, I can't do it. I'm done. Let me just walk off. Like how many times did that kid go to kick the ball and kickball and fucking either land on his ass, miss the fucking ball, hit the top of it, and fucking roll off. One of those times you're going to kick that fucking ball and it's going to feel good. And then you're going to remember exactly how you did it, right? Might not be the best analogy or metaphor, or I don't know what either one of those means right now. So it could be either one of those. But the thing is that we got to continue to lean on each other. I hear so much when people say, you know what, I'm just gonna do it alone. I don't have anybody. If I'm sitting there with my hand out and I'm like, put your problems here and let's fucking carry them together, and you don't, then you're choosing to be alone. If I give you an option or somebody gives you an option and you choose to do it alone, then you can't say, you know what, I've been alone my life and nobody's here. I got nobody to depend on. So I just do life alone. Nobody does life alone. You didn't start working by working for yourself. And even if you did work for yourself, you still got to get the money from somebody else. So family, friends, acquaintances, somebody who gives you a fucking coffee. They made you the coffee, you paid for it. That still means that they did that for you, which means you still didn't do it alone. If you look at it in the broad spectrum like that we're all here and we're all leaning on each other and we're all having a good time, just trying to get through life, right? With the biggest smiles on our faces, maybe the most healthy, maybe the most motivated that we can be. And show our children and show our friends and show people, right? Like that support, like you got it, I got it. Let's help each other out. It's not a bad thing, you know? And it's it's fun. There's so many people here that I could Jen and Trace, they came into Astoria. I didn't have to go there, but I made it a point to go to Astoria to meet them, right? To spend some time with them while we were there and to do whatever I could to help out, to kind of be like a tour guide. I didn't get anything from that. You know, I wasn't like getting paid to do that. I spent my money. I went down there, you know, that kind of stuff. Trace helped me out to be able to make that work as well. And I got a chance to meet two amazing people and be friends in real life and not just on here, right? Um, yes, it is. It's about a personal choice, right? What do I want to do? Do I have to talk to that person I don't like? Fuck, I don't know. Is it at work? Is it your mom or your kid? Maybe you don't like your kid. You're like, I don't want to fucking talk to my kid. There's gonna be there's gonna be different situations, right? I get it. But if there's somebody that bothers you and they're a negative impact on your life, it is almost most definitely the best thing to do is to just walk away. You don't have to entertain it. I used to entertain everything. You know what? I had a huge fucking temper when I was younger. I hated it. I hated being mad and angry, but I was mad and angry for other reasons. It took me a long time to figure out why I had reasons to be angry, and they were valid. I just didn't handle them the best way. You know, guy comes up to me and fucking bumps into me, I throw him on the fucking ground. Like it could have been an accident. I didn't wait to find out. I had been picked on so many fucking years and been attacked by people that was the easiest thing for me to do. Okay. You push that person, and I'm a big guy, 6'5", 280. So when I push him and he hits the ground, what is he going to do? He's going to get back up. He wants to defend himself, right? Problem is in that mode, I've already gotten angry. So then I just pick him up and I throw him. Literally, this isn't a joke. I pick him up and throw him. I felt that was probably I've thrown some people since then, but that's probably close to one of the last times I did that out of anger. I felt horrible, horrible. It took me about 30 minutes and I went back and I actually pulled him aside and I apologized to him. Now, in that time of my life, fucking over a decade ago, that fucking A, are you kidding me? Like there's no reason that should have happened at all. But I did it and it fucking that's one of the things that changed my fucking life. One of many things. It's never just that one thing. It's so many things. So glad you came, except the time I thought I was gonna die. Yes, Jen almost died, but she didn't. I saved her life. I'm just joking. But you were in safe hands, Jen. You were in safe hands. Never happen again. Best tour guide ever and made a best friend. Yes, you did. Brent came up here from California. Had never been up here to Astoria. I live near Seattle. He flew in. I picked him up in the Goonie truck. We came back to my place. Didn't get a chance to play any arcade games, but next time we will. And he stayed the night with me. We drove down to Astoria, came back, took him to the airport. I mean, all in all, it was a great trip, meeting great people, getting to hang out with him and stuff like that. It was just amazing. It's going to be so much fun to be able to be that core. You know, I like being that centered person where I can meet a bunch of people and then introduce them because I know that the friendships are going to flourish, right? And if I can just get a little bit of the friendship from that, hell yeah, like I'm in. Um, but just do it all. Just you got to do it all, right? Just do it all. I don't know what that was referenced to, but you know what? That sounds good. Do everything. If you got a dream that you want to do, um, it's not for nothing. You're not going to get there without planning it. It's not just going to happen. You're not going to fall into it. I always thought when I was a kid, I was just going to be an actor if I did a bunch of these things that was kind of like that acting. But if I didn't push into that, I was never going to be an actor. Not that I'm a voice person on here. Like I'm not like a voice actor or radio show personality. I'm not like, hi and thank you for calling in. Like that's not my job. I don't get paid to do that. Be fucking cool to get paid to use my voice to be able to do stuff, but I can't just hope that that's going to happen. Here's the thing. Everybody here knows American Pie, right? I don't know if this is true or not, but what I heard was that Stifler was working at like a Costco and somebody was picking up, I think they were picking up supplies or for like American Pie. And I think he got cast by just being himself. And I always thought, how cool would that be if somebody saw you and they were like, you know what? Fucking, you're doing the wrong shit. You're doing the wrong shit. You got to do this right now. Right. Um, that'd be cool too. Let's see. Try everything twice. Try everything twice. Try it once. Doesn't work. Try it again. I bet you figure it out. If you don't, fucking go three. Go three times. There's nothing wrong with 4 or 5 either. 7 or 8, 10, 9. 9 is my favorite number. Maybe we'll do it 9 times. Think about think about sex. Think about sex. There you go. Imagine the first time you had sex if you were like, fuck, I'm done. You know how many people would be celibate and born again virgins if they were like basing it off of that? Nobody would be having sex. Our population would die. So think about it. I mean, don't really think about it. You don't have to think about that. But Bruce Lee's famous "Be like water" quote. Yes. I love Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee and Albert Einstein which is ironic that Albert Einstein has a lot of my favorite like relationship and love quotes because he was very passionate about that. Here he is, smart man, science and all that shit. But Bruce Lee, man, what a dedicated man. The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, I've read that a few times. The things that he teaches in there about who we are and how we address ourselves. Also, he was one of those front runners back in the day, back in the 70s, about don't talk negative about yourself because your body, your mind doesn't know the difference. So when somebody talks bad about you, right? Think of how that feels. That's what your body knows. That's what your body feels, right? That pit in your stomach. Now think of it this way. If you do it, what's more believable? When somebody else is talking shit about you or when you're talking shit about yourself? You're going to believe yourself more than you're going to believe anybody else. So then if you jump on that bandwagon and start talking negative about yourself, and I'm not talking about your actions. I'm not talking about like, I'm shitty at basketball. Fuck, you might be shitty at basketball. So that's okay. I don't think that's talking bad about yourself. I think it's talking bad about yourself is ruining your character by picking yourself apart and reminding yourself about the insecurities that you have. Somebody write that down so maybe I'll have to watch this back. I like that. I want that. I need that somewhere. I don't even remember what I just said, but be like water, right? Water's soft, right? Water is really soft. You can move your hand in it. It can flow, right? You can throw a pebble in the water and it ripples, right? It creates more just off of one thing. It creates more. But also over time, water can erode like a mountain. It can erode a rock. It can cut through that. It's powerful, right? It's like concrete when you hit it. like a belly flop, right? It's like concrete. It's so fucking hard, right? You have to be able to be willing to adapt to something, but you got to also have that tough and that thick exterior, right? So when somebody talks shit about you, sometimes you got to just be like, you know what? To each their own, right? Fuck them. Like, fuck your feelings. You feel that way? If I don't agree, all right, fuck your feelings. I don't care. Like, you do you, I'll do me. I appreciate you really reaching out and letting me know how shitty of a person you think I am, but um that's as far as you can get with it. If you go any more and you entertain that idea, you start to believe it yourself. And I started doing that recently. I started doubting myself, and I haven't doubted myself in about 5-ish months or so. Been on this amazing plan, been on this amazing journey, people out doing stuff when it comes to the podcast. I mean, look at the Goonie stuff. I don't know how many people that are in here actually remember when I was going down and spending my money, 6 trips after the 40th anniversary in June. 6 trips, my own money, losing close to $4,000, gas money, place to stay. I slept in my truck, and I went down there to look for Goonies house coins for other people. In that moment, when I thought I was doing a good thing, trying to help out people that couldn't get there. They were in other countries, right? We're talking like the UK. They're not just flying over for a weekend. I had people, and I'm so glad that people like Bayman and other friends of mine that were on there were like explaining to these people like he's not going down there and just hoarding fucking coins. He's doing this to be able to give that to other people, right? Uh, it was started to question what I was doing. I started to question the thing that I was doing that I knew was right just based on a handful of people that were jealous because they couldn't go down there and get a coin themselves. So I wanted to speak up. I wanted to say. So when I got upset and I got frustrated and I fucking wrote this shit and I was like, fucking, who are you to say that? Like, you don't know what I'm doing. Like, why don't you check the comments? Why don't you see that? I started writing it over and over and over again. Finally, I was like, this is what I wrote. It was like, I get where you're coming from. I understand what it looks like, but let me tell you what I'm actually doing. And then I explained the situation. There was 3 people that read that were bad mouthing me that messaged me and they were like, I really do apologize. I didn't know it just looked like this. And I said, looks can be deceiving. And if you judge everybody by how something looks or what somebody else says, and they jump on the bandwagon and they go down that fucking rabbit hole with you, then you know what you're doing? You're creating an army of bullies. That's all it is. When you lie about something, when you say something, when you create drama, you're creating your own little fucking army, right? Of mean girls and mean guys. Because if they believe you or trust you, then you're going to steer them down a path that makes somebody else look bad. When you do this, you're basically bullying one person for that person just being who they are and not getting a chance to defend themselves because there's nothing that person can do until that person gets to say their side, which is, I don't know if you guys know this. This is called communication, right? This is a conversation between multiple people that can identify whatever the issue is or resolve, right? We don't do that enough. And this is inadvertently turned into Warrior Health Podcast communication. This is how to communicate with people and what to do and what not to do. But you know, to each their own, right? To each their own. You can force your life into a better place by replacing a lot of thinking with positive enforcement. That is so true. It is 100% true. Um, if I didn't think that I could have done 50 days of fasting, then I wouldn't have continually told myself that, you know what, I think I can fucking do this. Like, I did it, and the everybody keeps asking me, they're like, "Man, weren't you hungry? You're such a foodie. Man, how long has it been since you cooked? Like, don't you just want to eat something right now? Like, nobody will fucking care if you eat anything right now." I get that. And the hardest part it wasn't the lack of eating something. It was the mental aspect of it. It was fighting with myself on whether or not I wanted to give up on the thing that I said I was going to do because of a simple thing like hunger. That was my thing. So imagine if that's a metaphor for your life. Imagine if that one moment comes when you're not drinking and all of a sudden that one moment comes and you want to drink and you have a drink. What do you think that's going to do to your life? That one cigarette, right? That one syringe, a drug, right? Maybe it's being mean to one person when you've been nice for like years and years and you get mean and next thing you know you become that person, right? It is in how you talk and tell yourself you can or cannot do something that dictates whether or not you will do that thing. That is it. It's not on anybody else. It's nobody else's fucking job. It's not even a job. It's what you want anyway. It's what you want to do. It's like a passion. And you're choosing it, and then you're choosing to not do it. Here's the thing. Let me just get the comments, see what's all in here real quick. Not being married to an idea and just riding the divine wave. The last 7 days have really been easy and very difficult. I can only imagine with what you're doing, man. And friggin' I commend you for that. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I had people question me. I had people say like, "Why don't you just eat?" I had people like make fun of me. Not many people said that they were proud of me. I mean, there were. Let me just preface this and say that yes, there were people that did say that. But I am saying on a majority level, like this was something that I was doing and it seemed to affect people also in a negative way, where people felt almost like threatened, like I was doing something to my body that was negative. But the thing was, is what people didn't understand and what they didn't ask was that the day I started my 72-hour fast, that first day I started practicing between 30 to 45 minutes every day to read and study about fasting. Okay. What the benefits were, what the downsides were, things like that. As I read, I knew I could get to 5 days. But then at the 5 day marker, I had to keep reading. So every day, 30 to 45 minutes, I kept reading over and over and over again about all these things uh, that I was doing that I fucking knew I could do, but I needed the knowledge. So when people started to question whether or not I knew or not, and I started to know more than them, and I could then correct them in these, let them go down their own rabbit holes. What people didn't realize is for that 50 days, for 30 to 45 minutes every day, I was studying about physical health, mental health, fasting, nutrition, all kinds of things, positive things to put in my body, stuff like that, right? Nobody asked me that. Nobody ever asked me any of that. They didn't say, "Hey, so how do you know this stuff? Why did you do this and why, you know, why was this the start or why did you get the or how did you get the knowledge and things like that?" It was like, "Hey, you got to do this and you should not do this and this isn't safe and this isn't this." And I'm like, "Yeah, not so much." It piqued my curiosity to want to know you better. I appreciate that, April. Thank you so much for that. And you had reached out too when I was doing that too, and I appreciate that more than you know. When you don't know somebody and they show an interest or that they're proud and they ask questions and things like that, it makes you feel good, right? Makes you feel like you got a team that you didn't even know you had, right? People that are cheering you on. I'm your friend to help boost your life and keep shining your light. Man, I appreciate that, and getting the opportunity to talk to you and things like that. Like I want people to know that if you're negative in my life, get the fuck out. Let's just not sugarcoat it. If you're negative and you are in my life, you will not last long. If you were looking to get something from me, you will not last long. I'm the person that if you want to talk, don't be the kind of person that talks about me in a group setting or with a single person and say, you know, don't tell Dustin. Let's let's just not tell Dustin, right? Because I'm the kind of fucking person that's gonna fucking yell in a crowd of everybody, and I'll say that thing loud because I don't have anything to worry about hiding. I don't sit there and go, "Can you keep a secret? Can you do this?" I'm the guy that's on the fucking podcast that is talking to 50 fucking people daily and saying the same goddamn thing. So this negative mindset that people have to get something from somebody or to take advantage or bully people, I want you to know all this positive energy that I've been giving everybody a lot of in the last like 5, 6 months, all this positive energy does not come without me being able to protect and defend myself. So if you come and attack me or you attack me inadvertently, we'll figure it out one way or another. And you will either lose a friend or an enemy. And I will not stand for it. So I want people to know that too. because I think that people have judged me on my kindness, thinking that it is my biggest weakness, and it is not. I have amassed an army of fucking amazing and good and positive people that want to help and do things for people that will protect each other. And because you feel threatened because you don't have that, but you can, it's just easy enough as to just don't talk shit about yourself and don't talk shit about other people, right? If you don't want somebody saying that shit to you, then don't fucking do it. Let's see, Allie. How you doing, Allie? Hey, Christmas photos there. I'm just saying it's not Christmas anymore. Oh, thank you, April. Seriously, thank you so much. I I gotta get back into this. I gotta keep an eye on that side. New beginnings and creating healthy relationships that are worth putting effort into and receiving from. Keep growing. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am the same way, right? Allie, you need a hug soon? You let me know. Hello, hello. What is up, Irie? How you doing? What is up, Ola? I hate bullies. Ugh, they can piss off. They can piss off. Then go somewhere else. I finally found my happy place at 43 years old. Thank you. 46 for me. 46 for me. By the way, the next podcast on Thursday, if anybody's looking to be a co-host with me, I got a couple of people that have already shown interest, but it would be kind of fun to get some people on, talk about some old days and shit like that. But for my daughter, I'm gonna do a little just for men, and then I'm gonna let just for men diet, or is it like the kind that washes out? Anyway, my daughter wants to see the beard in the original color that it was because she can't remember what it looked like. Just got out of counseling. It's been a long day, exhausted. I bet. I bet. Um, yes, I am. Hi, hi, hi. Let's see. Brent. Dustin is one of the realest people I have ever met and truly supported me in a dark time in my life. The community has created is so awesome. Thank you. But you, man, you saw that firsthand. I was talking to you, never met you a day in my life, never talked to you. You reached out, going through some shitty stuff, saw the podcast, things like that. Man, I know that was fearful for you. We talked about that. As a man putting yourself out there to another man, it's not the easiest fucking thing, especially when you don't know each other, right? So it's kind of hard to be vulnerable like that. Um, and so it is one of those things where you if you separate yourself from groups of people, right? Like I got my gamer groups of people. I got my sports people, right? I got the people I used to play sports with. I got people that I ride Harleys with. Not everybody meshes, right? The funny thing is though is I don't just adapt. I love everything. I love all kinds of stuff, right? You see 80s stuff. I'm a gamer. Friggin' riding a Harley, friggin' I'm a dad. Like all these things I can adapt to other people's interests, right? So I can kind of create that where sometimes people single themselves out. And I've met a lot of Goonies, people that are Goonies in their heart, and they don't reach out. I'm one of them. I never reached out. I didn't know anything about these anniversaries, 40th and stuff. This was my first one. I went to Astoria every single fucking year and took a picture in front of the house. I had no idea that since 87 I've been doing that. I had no idea there was like an anniversary thing. Um, and I found out. And next thing you know, Bayman Zachary buys the house 3 years ago, and friggin' next thing you know, this is where we're at. Now my truck literally says Goonies all over the fucking side of it. Bullying comes in many forms. I don't put up with any of it. Hell yeah. Thank you, Trace. You're you're one of my knights of the round table, my friend. Amen to that. Thank you. Same here. Love it. Hello, people. What is up, Stephanie? How you doing? How is how is everything going? Let's see. Jen bullies me every day though. Yeah, but that's okay. You like it. You like it. Uh, what I was taught is that you are lucky if you can count on one hand your real true friends. Took me a long time to figure that out. I'm sorry to say I do disagree with that one. My thing is people don't make the time on this. People don't make the time for more than a handful of friends. People think that if you have 5 people in your life that are really, really good friends, your core people, the people you can go to, right? That's all you need. I don't need any more than that. I got acquaintances, I got other friends, but I got 5 really good friends. I I love it. If you can get up to 5 and you were never there, that's an achievement. But let me tell you this, there's no such thing as having too many good people by your side, okay? Allie, I could call you, and I guarantee you, if I needed you to be here tonight because of some support, I was going through something or whatever, you would make the time and you would do that. Yet, we haven't seen each other in years. I mean, except for on the podcast. Trace is in Texas. If I said, Trace, I need you here in like a week, Trace would be here. Brent, I I can keep going. Garrett, that was earlier on here. I can keep going with these people. And it's not because they owe me something. It's not because I fucking deserve it. I don't think I would deserve to have anything like that. I would never be the person that says I deserve to have amazing fucking friends and people. But it's because they know that I would do the same for them, no matter what. Take my hat off, fucking take my shirt off and fucking go to war, right? Like, that's the kind of people that I want in my life. The same people that know that I would do anything for them, that I'm gonna be fucking honest, I'm gonna be upfront, I'm gonna be right here in front of your face. I'm gonna be the real me, and whatever you can take from that, take it, because 'cause I'm giving it all to you. You need me to help you move? You need some advice? You want me to pick you up from the fucking airport? You want some help playing video games? You wanna cry, have a shoulder to cry on, a hug? Whatever it is, if you let me know, I'm there for you. And the more of those people that I can put into my life, I'm gonna be greedy with this one. This is the one thing I'm gonna be greedy with is positive, good, true people. I want as many of them in my life as possible. Like, I wanna create an army, a warrior health army that just supports one another and we feel unstoppable. Like, that's what I want. Like, huge. Um, let's see. Where did I go? Where did everything go? Let's see. I only have 2 or 3 people. You got more than you think, I think, Ellie. I don't think that you're giving yourself credit. Going great, actually, work is in a good place, and the countdown is on to meet my bestest Goonie friends. You damn right. You fucking damn right. See, Allie, I, I knew it. I knew it. I said that without even asking you, and I knew it. Same for me. I don't let people in easily. Here's the problem, too. Not the problem. I don't want to say that's the problem. That's great for you. I have had a huge issue, I think, sometimes when you meet somebody and somebody says, "Well, you have to earn my trust." I always found that hilarious. Um, why would somebody who has never given you a reason to not be trusted have to earn something? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to earn somebody else's trust? I have trust, and because I give it freely to everybody, why do I have to work extra hard for that one person? I shouldn't. It's on them to have to believe whether or not they can trust me, and that's on them. That's how they wanna feel it, right? But what's up, Junior? How you doing, bud? But I will never have to work hard to have somebody trust me. If you don't trust me for any reason, can you read it? Can you see the stick figure, everybody? Let me turn to the side a little bit right there. If you think I should earn your trust, fuck your feelings. Just go do your own thing, right? Don't trust me, but don't be around me. Because that is not a good way to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good way to start a friendship. You still owe me a huge hug, by the way. I don't owe you a hug. We owe each other. Uh what is up? Thank you. All right, thank you. I didn't do that right, but you get it. You get it. Thanks for sharing. We're head back to the ships. Bless you and your deeds. Never say die. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Keep giving me those updates, my man. Keep reaching out. I got your back always, brother. I know that you do, brother. I know that you do. You're gonna have to come into town. We're gonna do a Seattle day. We should see if Trace wants to come in too. We'll see if Junior wants to come. We'll have a whole Seattle day. Fuck just the Goonies. We can hang out and do other things. We'll have a Vegas. We'll do a Vegas weekend. We'll have a Seattle weekend. I say Seattle because you guys don't have an arcade. And I have an arcade in my garage. Um, uh, you spelled Junior wrong the second time. My heart is way too pure and true. I usually get screwed over in the long run because I can be too nice. I have learned how to say piss off. Hell yeah. But don't you know what? You didn't get screwed over, right? Just because you have a big heart and it's true to who you are as a person. If somebody is gone or does something that affects that, that's a good thing because you can still get away from that. Like you're still going to be the same person you are, but that person has to figure out how to be a good person. Like just being a good person and being affected by negative people, I mean, it sucks for us, but we're good fucking people. When somebody is fucking a negative and a bad person and they're trying to be a good person and then they're just their true inner person or soul is coming out and they're just being negative and hurtful and mean, that sucks for them. I mean, it does. It doesn't affect me. I don't fucking care. If it's a mean, rude, nasty, negative person, fuck your feelings. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care. Right? Now, if you're asking me how to be a better person, if you're wanting my help, if you're needing support, I'll be there for that person because not everybody's fucking perfect. Right? And I've done that in the past and I've been burnt and it happens. You get burnt, you get a scar, you move on. Right? Let's see. I trust you 100%. That's the way it starts. Exactly. Hell yeah. Whitney, how the hell you doing? Yo, my best friend lives in Seattle. Perfect. More the reason to come. You got a free place to stay there, and we'll have a little Seattle party. My wife wants to go to Vegas bad. Let's make that happen. I'm in. I am in. I think everybody was kind of talking, going like it was gonna be like late March or April sometime, somewhere in there. My birthday's in April. You guys want to celebrate my birthday in Las Vegas, and we'll do a pre Goonies weekend in Las Vegas. Yo, hey yo, that's brisk, baby. Exactly. So to clarify, I don't start off not trusting someone for sure. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt unless they prove to be different. What I mean is I don't let people into my private life feelings easily. That's true too. You know, um, but that's probably why I've been burned so many times because I let people in because I don't really have like a private life and I really don't care about my feelings. Like it just happens, right? Like if somebody else cares about how I feel, awesome for them, but I really don't care. I'm gonna feel and it's gonna be good and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be all over the place. But I'd rather feel the bad. I got tattoos, right? So like I knew that shit was gonna hurt. Didn't stop me from fucking getting them. So I still got the tattoos. They hurt. I want more tattoos. Those are gonna hurt. So but also letting people in, and that's good too, because that's how you create your little positive armies and stuff like that. And Stephanie, can't wait to meet you. Can't wait to meet you. Me too. All right, everybody. You guys already know some of my past relationship that I don't share freely if that says anything. That right? And that's a huge thing too. And being able to do that and being able to share it is such a huge positive thing. And that's why I wanted this platform for people to be able to come on and talk if they wanted to. They can share in the chat. They can multitask, making dinner for the fam at the same time while watching the podcast. I mean, it's anybody's world out there. So yes, so I got about another 14 minutes. And if anybody, and I only got 14 minutes because I have done a lot of podcasts that are long. So I want to save some of those. Like Friday's probably gonna be a little bit longer. I promised my Murph that I'm gonna have some drinks with her and we're gonna hang out and we're gonna have a good no fucking filter. So if you want to come on for a little 15, 20 minutes here and there, and we can pop people in, let me know. So no fucking filter on Fridays, anything goes. We're talking 5 to 5:30, starting point, end time, no idea. Thursday, throwback Thursday, Daryl Boggs will be actually working. He's got to do his post office stuff is crazy. It is busy. He showed me some pictures and things like that, and it's nutty. So we're gonna welcome Daryl if he can make it at some point. But if he doesn't, we're prepped and we understand. Now, here's the thing. I just snapped a rubber band on my hand. We need some fill-ins. Daryl, I understand everybody. This is gonna sound funny because Daryl is not a big guy, but he's got big fucking shoes to fill. So I'm gonna need at least three. At least three. I'm gonna say 3 to 5 co-hosts for Thursday, Throwback Thursday. And I want everybody to bring one fucking topic for us to talk about. And so if you are interested in that, you come on, multiple people, we have a good time, we check the comments, it'll be great. You just gotta message me on the side. Message me over there. Let me see here. Hey, Keith, how you doing? I think you just heard that because yeah, that message was about a minute ago. So if anybody doesn't know what's going on Thursday, I need a co-host, multiple co-hosts. Also, we will be implementing we will be implementing a Tuesday Meet the Goonies every now and then, and a Wednesday collector's night. Meet the Goonies. If you're watching the podcast, you're a Goonie. Okay. Even if you've never seen the fucking movie, I don't care. We'll just say you're a Goonie. I want people to know other people. The best way to do it is people ask questions. You come on the show and you talk with me. We just have a good time. I meet you on here. We talk. We have conversation. We answer questions. It'll be fun. It's super easy. It's called Meet the Goonies because it's like I want people to just meet each other, and when you can't do that with just a chat and a single picture. Wednesday collector's night. If you have a collection, I don't care if it's 10 items. Let's say 10 items is the minimum, maximum is infinity. So if you have a collection and you want to take snapshot pictures of things and then even maybe a video that I can pause and, start and stop, you can send these to me. Don't just start sending me shit. You can send them to me if you want to be on the show. If you want to be on the show to do that, I have no problem bringing somebody on. They get to show some of their collection. They stay on. Somebody else comes on. We show their collection. And then we all collaborate and talk, people in the chat and everything like that. We get to see each other's collections. If I could turn this camera on, you guys would be like, what the fuck? Is that like a teenage bedroom in the 1980s? Yes. Okay. I never really had a teenage bedroom in the 80s. So, but anyway, so there we go. There's that. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Here we go. I feel honored to have many close friends in my life, even if I don't see or talk to everyone all the time. I'm still learning my boundaries. I tend to overly trust some people, but I think that's just about me. But once someone loses my trust, sometimes I just got to distance myself. Here's the other thing. It's not a bad thing to over trust somebody. You got to have your boundaries as well. But don't learn how to pick people. Sometimes there's certain questions, there's things that you can ask, there's things that you can do that will affect you. Find your people that way. Don't just let people in, then they affect you negatively and they take from you as they walk away. That sucks. If you can learn a barrier, how about this? Treat it like it's dating. Treat friendship like it's dating. You're going to have your red flags. You're going to have your green flags, the things you're looking for, the things you want, right? In friends. Treat it as such. Only thing is with just being a friend, you probably don't have as many requirements, right? So that works. That's what Daryl gets for calling out of work. That's true. Daryl's taken a lot of time off to be a Goonie, and now he's got to work more. I don't know if that's true. Let's see for Friday. You can come on Friday, Allie. It'll just be me and Murph on Friday, but this was for Thursday doing that. Let's see. This will be amazing. Let's see. We will help you out, brother. Thank you so much. I'm interested for Thursday. I'll let you know later. About to start work, so can't stay. No worries. Oh, by the way, and Keith, it's $9 on Amazon to buy a microphone that you can plug in, and then it's Bluetooth. Think about that. Flip it right here. No feedback. Just saying, Keith. Requirements. I will be here Thursday if you need people, any topics. No, that's the thing. I want people to bring one topic, and if they want to come on Thursday, they bring one topic and themselves, and then we talk and all kinds of good stuff. Boo. I don't know what that is. Hello? Hey there. Hey, Nikki. How you doing? How are you? Daryl Boggs, the man, the myth, the legend. Sean and I didn't call out. Amazon just can't carry their weight, so we have to. It's way worse than Christmas right now. He showed me the pictures. Okay. I mean, packed like a fucking wall, and there was a lot of Amazons in that picture too, Daryl. Topic: house coins. Who's got them? Who wants them? Is that topic. There you go. I that was the jab at Whitney. I'm guessing, Keith. You guys will both be able to come on the show and hash it out. Thanks, Dustin-Mario-Johnson. You, of course, you're welcome. You're welcome. And whatever I can help out with when it comes to anything like that. I give insight to a different way because my brain goes 500 different directions. So like, I just try to give a different way of thinking. I don't ever tell somebody what, hey, do this. You should do. Don't do this. Do this. Not do this. It's just like maybe you should do this. Maybe you should try this. Give this an opportunity to work, right? Let's see. Oh, whoops. What did that one say? How we found our house coin. Too easy. I had to. You could do that too. That's a good one too for those. Oh, by the way, on that note, if you have purchased, and I'm gonna do a plug on Thursday. So I'm gonna have some more shit too as well. I'm gonna show off some of my items, my Etsy stuff or whatnot. But if you have a Goonies house coin, if you have a 40th anniversary One-Eyed Willie, if you have a Sloth and Chunk, my Back to the Future, or the Raiders of the Lost Ark, I am working on a little Raiders of the Lost Ark holder with Jesse Moore. He's 3D prints, right? So we're working on that. That holds the coin. And then what about a One-Eyed Willie with his little skull hands or with his little skeleton hands, right? Holding the coin as well in front of like have like hands with like his skull or something. I don't know. Back to the Future could be like a little DeLorean that you put the coin goes on top, a flux capacitor maybe where the coin goes on the top, and a house, a 3D printed Goonies house, right? About that big that holds the coin in the front of it. Just saying, all kinds of cool ideas. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, you guys. But anyway, I am going to go make my kids some dinner. We're doing crispy little beef and cheese and bean tacos things or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go be a dad, hang out with the kids, make them some food. If anybody has anything, I got about 5 minutes left. So if you got any questions, please ask them. This is the question time. Fire away, everybody. Should I play some music in the meantime? Just 3D house for any other? Yeah, the little 3D. We'll do a little 3D house, 3D printed Goonies house, right? And 3D printed. You could do like 3 or 4 colors as well with it, so it could be the White House. I could have the trim and stuff like that, little fence around the front, and then the coin sits there or something. Kind of cool. Little different ideas. Let's see. Those sound like cool coin displays, right? Everybody has like their coin displays, or they have like a little stand, or they have like a clear thing. So it'd be kind of cool if like every coin had its own little theme. So when I do a Back to the Future, or not Back to the Future, when I do a Johnny 5, right? I could do one for that as well, right? A little, maybe it could be the head of Johnny 5 and the coin goes in the top of his head or something. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you so much for the podcast. Doesn't love y'all. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for coming on here. Is there any new buzz around the 41st happenings? Nothing yet, but definitely going to be in the works with a lot of stuff. Right at the beginning of the year is kind of when that stuff starts going, and it's going to go fast. I would guess February will be a big month for knowledge because it'll be getting close enough. And if you don't have a place to stay, make sure that you at least reserve something, whether or not you have to pay or not right now, which I don't think you do, but at least get something on the books. What is up, Marcelo? Let's see. I'm out, dude. Be well. Peace out, bro. Everybody else, if you guys don't have anything else for me, I appreciate the shit out of you. Hope you guys had a good Warrior Health experience. And we got Charlie a 3D printer for Christmas, still trying to figure out how it works. Good luck with that. One day I'll get a 3D printer and I will do the same. I thought it'd be kind of cool to actually 3D, get this idea, 3D print a that, like, if there's a clear filament or something like that, but make a stand that says the Inferno on the front, and it has like a kind of a clear bluish water that's 3D printed that the Goonie ship can go on, and then you can have an LED in the back that makes it look like it's like water, like it's glowing or something. I don't know. Just ideas. Just saying. So I have a PC and a microphone and all that, and I have no idea how to use it. Well, that's a start. Before you couldn't because you didn't have the stuff. Now you have it. You got to figure out how that works. Join up on the podcast and all that good stuff. Everybody else, love you guys. Love everybody. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about anything that we're doing. And look at that. I actually said, an hour, and it is still under an hour. So I'm doing a good job, everybody. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Text me your favorite color for 5 points to win a Goonies house